Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. If you're not new, welcome back. If you are new, you know what to do. So I'm literally just sitting on the floor because I want to talk about something today that's quite personal to me, but I really want to share my experience and everything that I've gone through. So I haven't actually discussed and spoken about this quite a lot because it's such a weird time and it can be such a sensitive subject, but I really wanted to share my story. I had my nose done. I had a nose job, I had nose surgery, whatever you're gonna call it. Yes, I did actually have that done. I've always known that my nose was slightly larger than a lot of people's, especially like growing up as well, because I've come from like a dance and performance background. You're looking at yourself constantly, doing hair and makeup, you're constantly like comparing yourself against other people, not in a bad way but naturally, because like there's competition. I used to do competitions as a child as well. I never really noticed it until I think I was in school, if I'm being completely honest with you, when I really tried to learn to grow and accept it. But it's definitely something that has made me feel a bit more self-conscious as I've got older. It's not even like it was a bad thing. Like, I'll insert a couple of like pictures now what my nose used to look like. It wasn't even that big, it wasn't even that dramatic, but it definitely was not in like proportion and size to my face and my body, so it stuck out. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, it just stuck out like an absolute sore thumb, and I wanted to do something about it. It was around 2.5-3 years ago that I first approached MYA, amazing cosmetic company based in London. They kept popping up and there were so many great reviews about them, so I thought, why not? So I went to go see them. This was way pre-COVID and pre-lockdown. I spoke about what I didn't like about my nose, what I wanted to have done, and they were just advising me on the type of procedure and finances, etc. Left there feeling really good. And then I really did have to have like a sit down with myself and say, can I really afford to do this? And I was like, no, actually Laura, you can't afford to do this. So unfortunately I did actually have to ring them up and say I'm gonna have to put this whole thing on hold, which devastated me, and I cried. But last year in July, I decided I'm going to reapproach them again, because I've been saving for 2 years, and I thought, you know what, I'm actually in a much better place. My first consultation was actually an e-consultation, so it was done like via video call. The woman that I spoke with, just so lovely. She didn't judge anything. She didn't go, oh yeah, I agree, I don't think your nose looks very nice. And we just sat down and, you know, discussed what is it that I don't like about my nose, what is it that exactly I want done. So she helped to like guide me and point me in the right direction and be like, so it could be an open rhinoplasty or it could be a closed rhinoplasty. And I was just like, squeeze me, what does any of this mean? So she said, basically, I'm sorry, slight disclaimer if any of you guys are squeamish, a closed rhinoplasty is where they go up your nose in here, and they just make all of the incisions inside. And an open rhinoplasty is they actually cut just underneath your nose and they peeled it back a bit like a banana. And she was like, oh, how do you feel speaking about this with a surgeon? And I said, well, yeah, I'd love that, because my main thing for me is that I knew I wanted this surgery done. I was very confident with that. I was very confident with MYA. But for me it was the pricing. I saw and spoke with a godsend of a surgeon called Dr. Slater, the most amazing man. COVID restrictions in the UK actually lifted around August, September, and I was actually so fortunate to be able to see Dr. Slater during this time. So this is when I headed into London. Good morning, it is bright and early on Saturday. This one's not too pleased about that though.
I'm alright.
So we are on our way to the MYA clinic in London to see Dr. Slater. I'm feeling a little bit nervous, and we're a little bit early, so we just had to sit on some steps for a little while. So I'm about to go to have my face-to-face consultation with him, so wish me luck.
Face-to-face mask.
Oh my god, yeah, true. So just come out of the clinic place. I don't even know what you call those sort of places. And I saw Dr. Slater.
Big up.
He's just the nicest person. And I think the most important thing was, he was like, what can you see, like what's going on in your head, what's wrong? And then he was like, what makes you feel insecure about it, what do you want to change, like literally just everything. And then he was like, okay, so this is what I see, if we change, you know, this part, then obviously like this part will move as well. So he was just giving me like all of the details basically, and it was just really nice to feel listened to and like to feel heard. And he was like, oh, you know, we need to go for like a natural nose rather than like a really fake nose. And I was like, that's fine, natural's all good for me. Really happy, apart from the fact that my arm hurts now because I had to have a blood test, but really happy. It was really positive. I feel so happy with him being my surgeon as well. It's like you've known him forever. So yeah, we just have to look at the funding now and we should all be okay. So as you can see from those clips, I couldn't film anything, you know, in there, mainly because I didn't want to. I'm sure they wouldn't have had a problem with it, but it's a very sensitive topic. I just wanted to sit down very openly with Dr. Slater. Just the most brilliant man. He's such a character. And I will never forget the first thing that he said to me. So he sat me down and he went, so why are you here? What is it that you see? He said, because it's very well me sitting here and telling you what I would like to do with your nose, but what is it that you don't like? And I was so shocked and taken aback that someone actually cared that this is what I want to do, and like what is that I don't like. So I said, look, from front wise my nose doesn't bother me, but from the sides, like there was a hump just here, and I said like that drives me insane, like I hate the hump. He was great. He brought out all these drawings, these diagrams about what he was actually going to be doing, and I was like, you really know what you're doing, don't you? He was also telling me a lot about the procedure, what would be happening, and how my nose would feel afterwards. Maya told me how much this procedure would cost. It is expensive, I'm not gonna lie to anybody out there. Of course it is. Think about what you're doing, think about what you're having done. I actually got all of my finances sorted out. I'll just talk about that a little bit later on in the video in terms of like money wise and cost wise and what I actually did, because it's going to be different for everybody. My amazing patient coordinator Amy, shout out to you, the nicest person I think I've ever spoken to my whole life. She was like, okay, so she didn't call me and go, how do you want to pay? Do you know what I mean? She was like, how did it go, how do you feel? And I was like, what? This company just cares about you. I mean, I know, yes, you're paying them a lot of money, however they don't have to provide you this service. The service was just absolutely brilliant. You've got to trust your surgeon. I cannot express this enough. Having rhinoplasty, it's not like you just get a catalogue and you point to a picture and say, I want that, and then they just go, yeah, we can do that on your nose. No, you have to trust that they understand everything that you want. They gave me a couple dates, and one was literally in like 4 weeks time, and I was like, and it was the 6th of December. Okay, so it is surgery day. I feel so naked. I've got nothing on. No nail varnish, no toenail varnish, no earrings, no piercings, no nothing. It's really quite weird. No makeup, no nothing. I've just tried to attempt to put my hair in plaits at like 7 o'clock this morning, but I'm not gonna lie, we're making a bit of a fashion statement today. Do you like the socks? Woo. Yeah, I'm babbling because I'm a little bit nervous, but room is really nice. I've got my own private room, private shower, private bathroom, even though I just had to piss in a jug, which is very fun. Question for you, why do hospital gowns have to show your ass? Like, why do they do that? I'm not having surgery on my ass. So yeah, I'm gonna probably just call my mum just so she knows that I'm fine and watch a bit of telly. So now is just the wait. I sound worse than I am. It's just because I've got a really sore throat. Not sore, sorry, dry. And you know when you get a cold at winter and you can't breathe through your nose, so you're having to do it all through your mouth. So you're like, oh God, like my mouth is so dry. And I've got an ice pack to take that as well, but it's dripping a little bit just because I think I'm hot. So it's not working too good. Feeling good, to be very fair. The last thing I remember was saying that the oxygen mask smells nice.
Back in the room now. I'm gonna sit the telly on. And yeah, feeling good. I don't feel sick yet, which is really good. I just feel tired, and I've got a headache from this fucking cold ice pack. I can't wait to get this off tomorrow and all of this taken out, so it just looks a lot cleaner, a lot fresher. This, I'm really not too bothered about all of this because I knew that this would happen. So when I get home, I'll just like gently ice around all of the swelling area, just so all of that will go down nicely. But I know there's no fast track when it comes to bruising. Like, it's bruising, isn't it? Like, that'll be fine. I'm just so intrigued. Like, what does it look like? I can't move my forehead. I'm like, which is probably good for the old wrinkles, you know, keeping us young, keeping us young. And yeah, I shall see you all in the morning. Make it fashion, people. Make it fashion. The nice thing about having your hair in plaits is it looks so nice when you take it out. Don't know how that's what I'm focusing on right now. I need to ice pack this when I'm home. Jesus. And yeah, just waiting for Tyler to come pick me up and then we can go. Okay, I still haven't picked up the camera just because I still can't be bothered and my phone's just in my hand. It's day 3, so it is now Tuesday. I look like I've been stung by a bee. The swelling has gone from here and it's starting to move down my face, so it's really swollen around my eyes. And yesterday, like, I didn't even notice it, but today, yeah, she's a swollen bee. Look at my smile. Okay, so today is day 4. I really do just need to pick up my camera rather than my phone. I'm just being really lazy. As you can see, the swelling has gone from the forehead and it is now in my eyes and my cheeks. I'm looking a little bit like a gerbil. We love that for me, just love that. But still no pain, guys. Had a little bit of a restless night last night. I bought some arnica cream because I saw that people were saying that that is really good for the bruising, so I put that around it this morning. So I'll apply that like every couple of hours, just so hopefully that will go down a little bit. But yeah, still feeling good, to be very fair. Still feeling great. Went for a walk this morning as well, so it's nice to get out and get some fresh air. I'm getting a couple of funny looks. However, I'm looking at myself weird as well, because like every day I wake up and I look completely different. So I have no top lip at the moment, which is absolutely hilarious. So we've just got to roll with it. Okay, so I know I'm terrible. I'm just vlogging on my phone again, but today is day 6. We're feeling really good today. I haven't felt as tired today, which is really good. And the swelling's just still sitting at the bottom of my face. When I smile, it's still quite gerbily and a little bit hamstery. But actually feeling really good today. The bruising is really going down. It's starting to turn yellow now, which is absolutely brilliant. And that arnica cream, guys, honestly, it just works brilliantly and it's really good. Good morning. Let me just take my hair out this. It has now been a week and a day. We are not looking too bad. I finally have my jaw line back, which is fantastic. Yeah, as you can see, the bruising is still there, just a little bit under my eyes, but today is a really exciting day. So today is the day that I actually go and get my cast off, and I'm running a little late, which is why I'm doing my hair at the same time. And I'm not gonna lie, I am really nervous. I just keep thinking, oh my god, like, what if it looks horrendous and I don't like it? But I know this, and I really am expecting to not like it, if that makes sense. What I'm trying to do is make myself feel more presentable. It's still going to be extremely swollen. So yeah, today is the day that we're going to go get our cast off. So I'm going to take you guys with me, and I'm going to show you what the first look of my new nose is going to look like. Good morning. So I'm really sorry I didn't film anything after being like, I'm going to take you guys with me yesterday, because as you can see, I had my cast removed. So I had my cast off yesterday, and I've got some saline tape on it at the moment, and that is just on to help the swelling, because it is still extremely swollen. So what you see at the moment is not the final look at all, but if we look from side to side, like, I keep catching it, guys, like, it's ridiculous. These things can take up to like a year to finally see what it's gonna look like. So I will keep you updated probably on when these tapes start coming off, and will actually be able to show you a little bit more of what my nose looks like.
So I kept the saline strips on for a week, and when I took them off I was like, it was a big moment. No one else was around. I just wanted to do it by myself, and I looked from one side and I looked to the other side and I cried. I really did. It was a very oh God, I think I'm gonna cry in a second. It was a very overwhelming feeling of, I can't believe that this is what I look like. It didn't change the way that I look personally, but all of the imperfections were just, they were just gone. They were just completely gone, and I knew that there's still so much swelling in it. It was absolutely ridiculous. Like from then to now, it's gone down so much. It can take up to a year for your nose to fully heal, and I think it's really important that people do understand that. You're not going to wake up and it's going to be absolutely perfect. There'll be ups, there'll be downs, you'll be worried. I've been worried with it before, but it's just so important to know that you've put the trust in your surgeon now, and like, he's done a really good job. I just love it. I think it's so cute. I couldn't be happier, and it's given me so much more confidence with myself, my family, around my boyfriend. I can turn my hair to the sides now in photos and I'm not scared of it. There's so much stigma around cosmetic surgery, and I just think, why? If it's something that's good for you and it's your decision, it's your body at the end of the day. Okay, financially for me, so again, bearing in mind I did stay overnight in a hospital, mine was about £7,500. I saved up for 2 years. I gave Maya half of it out of my own money, and then I got about just over £2,000 on a credit card, so now I'm paying that off monthly. It's a decision that you shouldn't rush into and that you should really think about as well. MYA as a company, just nothing, there's nothing bad about this company. Brilliant from start to finish. So happy that I went with them. There's been so many people that have reached out just to, you know, get someone talking and chatting, you know, quite open and honestly. So if you've got some questions, please feel free. My inbox and the comments are always open. Make sure you guys hit that big like button and hit the big red subscribe button as well. Just thank you so much for just, you know, listening and getting this far in the story. I hope it's been interesting for you as well. It's just been so lovely for me. Thank you, Maya, again. Just the most amazing company. Another disclaimer, this isn't sponsored. I didn't ask you to do this, not being paid to do this. All opinions are my own. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon for a brand new video. Bye. Why did I lick it? Bye.
That's good.